I don't give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga. Right. What would you say to the wives out here that says, fuck you. You taking my man every fucking night. You taking our motherfucking money. Okay? I fucking hate strippers. What would you say to her?
I mean, you can't beat him, join him. But no, I mean, it's a valid feeling, and I feel badly because, like, I mean, you can't really just respond with logic in that situation. You got to respond with compassion and just be like, I'm so sorry that this is going on in your relationship, and in being the stripper right there, you wouldn't be the best one to address that personally. I would just probably just walk away, but like if somebody didn't know I was a stripper and they were complaining to me about other strippers, I would just be like, it's really like there's something in your relationship that you got to look at and address. Like if you're not okay with your man going out and hitting on other chicks, because that's going to happen whether it's a stripper or just some random bar, you got to address that. You got to deal with that in your relationship. And some people are okay with that. Some couples like to be cuckolded or whatever it's called, and then you can work with that. But if you're not okay with your significant other going off with other people, you either got to find somebody else because that person might not change, or you got to talk to them and just be like, this is not okay.
So accountability and responsibility got to play a role.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they all can't blame the stripper.
You can't blame the stripper, no, because we didn't invent cheating, okay?
That's true.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
That's gonna be forever a fucking thing.
Yeah.
As long as we got strip clubs, you're gonna have motherfucking niggas in motherfucking strip clubs. It's a fact.
Yeah, and once again, no sex. So, that makes a difference to some people, to like some wives, as you were saying. Some people would prefer that their man goes out to the strip club than, going out and getting random hookups. Because for one thing, that's unsanitary. Like, you don't know what they're bringing back. So the strip club is meant to be like disease free.
Right.
No exchange of fluids,
right.
hopefully.
Right.
So it's actually a really good option if somebody's got that 7-year itch or whatever.
Absolutely. Do you consider yourself a role model?
For like the younger girls in the club, I try to look out for them a little bit. I give them rides if like things are going a bit crazy for them.
Are you open to the wife or the girlfriend that's looked at you guys as a stigma in society? Are you open to her and giving her lessons to say, look, baby girl, I'm not fucking against you, I'm with you?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. No, I've been trying to figure out ways to kind of be more vocal about sex work in general, because there's a lot of misconception out there, and it's starting to kind of turn the tide a little bit. More and more people are getting on OnlyFans. It's like everyone's just discovered this for the first time.
Yeah.
So, like the tide is turning, I think, very slowly. It's like you got this whole mass of people, and like there's inertia. Things, when you got that many people, the change is slow. So yeah, but I've been thinking about trying to add my little 2 cents to push the ball along, and this is basically why I'm here, to be perfectly honest. Like, I was actually thinking about trying to write up an article or do a little video or something like that, put on YouTube about sex work, or maybe even like write a book. I actually started to sit down and write a book, and then I was like, no, this is too fucking hard. I was just not into it.
I just started that tripping with JJ.
Yeah. I'll just like go on Craigslist and like chill for a minute, and this is way better.
Right, absolutely. Now, have you ever had like your own private situation where you had sex in your private settings?
I did twice. Well, yeah, it depends what you count as sex. Once or twice, depending.
Okay. Now, how did you how did you screen these guys? How did you know it was
Well, one of them was a regular of mine, so
okay?
like I'd seen him around a lot, and
Okay.
like he would always get a $400 champagne room every single time he came in. It was his thing, and but then he also this was one of the guys that started to fall in love with me, to be honest. He was also he would spend just hours like talking to me about his day, just he was like thinking I was his girlfriend basically,
Oh,
like girlfriend for money,
gotcha.
and to be honest, like he wasn't bad looking, and I started to kind of think, maybe I can be one of those girls that like I take this to the next level. Like maybe this will be it. Maybe this is the guy for me. And so I started like, but I was still in stripper mode. That was the thing. I was still thinking like, will this guy like help me with bills? Will he like
You
what
just
ended
want to
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. What's going on here? Like how can I was still thinking about where I could get.
How can you benefit?
Yeah, so that's how I know it wasn't like a real relationship because I was still thinking about what's in it for me. So I was still in stripper mode, and what ended up happening is he paid down my tuition bill $5,000, and I had sex with him.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I thought that was I was into it.
It comes with the motherfucking territory.
Yeah,
Okay. Niggas paying tuition. They got to get their dick suck out here. That's just fucking automatic. Okay.
yeah,
You got to break them
it
off.
wasn't too bad either. It was
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. There you go.
yeah, got all
Okay.
up in there.
Got all. Well, you're honest. You're transparent. That's the motherfucking world you're living in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you worried about your health and safety at all? Are you in this process?
Yeah, you want to be aware of certain things. Honestly, like one of the biggest concerns people think about is just literally germs everywhere because everyone's naked. You're naked sitting on all this fucking shit, and it's just whatever nasty ass fluids are coming out of your pussy are you just gonna be everywhere. Okay,
Right.
I'm just
Right.
saying that's the shit. But like in terms of like actual danger that people think would happen, like one night the security guard got like we heard the security guard got knifed, and so we were all like in the back room like waiting to see what's going on. He's out front, and it turns out he got his thumb slashed. Like it was nasty, but like you hear knifed and you think like oh my god somebody stabbed and bleeding out. That's not what happened. Just like some I don't know probably some tweaker was just like upset that he couldn't get in the club, and
Oh.
yeah, but like there is security. That's the thing. People don't realize. Like the very first time I went in a strip club before I ever auditioned, I just went in to check it out, and like I got this vibe of like, oh, I should be on my guard. This is just such a like a sketchy place. But as a stripper, like once you're there for a bit, you start to realize like how close knit the community is. Like all the girls are looking out for each other. The security, the DJ is looking out for you. The bartenders are looking out for you. The management, if they're cool, are looking out for you. Now, I did work at one club where the management would date the girls, so that's the kind of situation you got to look out for. Honestly, like you know what is a strip club is really like a family. Some are pretty dysfunctional, and
Obviously, yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like there can be some fucked up shit that goes on in families, but if it's a good one, then they're all looking out for you.
Okay. So, how do you navigate through all of these different personalities on a daily basis?
Oh, of like me, of like playing the like what guys want me to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I mean, I don't think about it too hard. What happens is like when I see a guy, well, first of all, if I already know the guy, I know how to be. I know what they're looking for in their time there. But the first time I see a guy, I just kind of assess their body language, and I'm like, how what do they need right now? I just look for what they need. So I'm not really thinking about myself in that moment. I'm not thinking hard about how I need to act or how I need to come off. I'm thinking about what does this person need? And then I just give that to them.
Including sex?
No, no, because they came to a strip club. Like they should know better.
Yeah, but motherfuckers be crossing the line. Once you in with this motherfucking bottle of alcohol and the music going, and then you seen ass and titties and pussy everywhere, Anything is possible.
See, no, the thing though, the reason you should not have sex in the strip club is because it's just like undercutting rates. It fucks over the other dancers because then they all have to have sex too. And like some of them don't want to do that. Some of them are really here because this is like the better option if they don't want to be a prostitute. And
So that's the alternative
yeah, I
in
mean,
some scenario for some people.
yeah, I mean there's lots of alternatives, honestly. Like you can be anything. I mean, not to be cliche, but this is America. You can be anything.
Do what the fuck you want.
But yeah, if you're in a strip club, girls are there to be strippers, and like yeah, some of them will like go elsewhere to suck dick or to just be a full-on prostitute, but you don't bring it in the club. That's supposed to be the rule.
Okay, don't break the rule, ladies, but go ahead and
Yeah,
suck your dick. You
it's
go ahead and
stripper
you
etiquette.
make sure you suck your dick.
Yeah, it's stripper etiquette. Take it outside.
Respect that. I respect that. Now, in terms of your education, has stripping affected your education at all?
Well, yeah, it's helped. I've been able to pay for more. Like I said, I was like I had to drop out of college, just a whole bunch, the whole long story, and I had this like leftover tuition bill that financial aid wouldn't cover, and like I said, it was like growing interest for years, and so I'm like, shit, I'm trying to pay it down, but there's still like $5,000 that like I'm never gonna come up with that. I literally was working before stripping. I was working as a caregiver. I made like 10.50 an hour doing caregiving. I would do these like 16-hour shifts. I'm like cleaning up shit and
Killing
puke.
yourself.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like the clients. I like taking care of the clients, but I mean, it was a really hard job for 10.50 an hour, and that's before tax. Okay.
Damn. So you really made like $5 or some
I
shit.
was making like $7 an hour because it was a 30% income tax rate in Oregon, and so like I would get maybe $1,000 a month, because I would just work a lot.
Something had to give.
Yeah, no, I was so sick all the time and because like just working crazy hours. I didn't have a car. I had to bike to work. It was like 40 minutes away. I remember one time biking at like 5 in the morning and it was raining and I fell off and it's like there's no one around for like miles because it's 5 a.m. and I'm biking on the motherfucking back street and I fell off and like slammed my head and I just had this moment of thinking, God, if I had not been wearing a helmet, I would be laying here bleeding out right now and I would die because nobody is here at 5 in the morning in the rain.
Right. Thank God you had on that helmet.
Yeah. So I'm like, that life, biking to work and all that. And I'm trying to, like, sorry, I just went on a rant there. I'm trying to remember what your original question was. Like, you're just asking how stripping made my life better.
It's okay. It's okay. You may proceed.
Yeah. No, the I've been thinking about switching to stripping for several months. Like my roommate was doing it and she's just bringing home bags of money and I was just like, damn girl, I should be doing that. But I hesitated because it's stripping.
Right.
And I had to think about, are there consequences? I asked myself, am I ever gonna want to be president? And then I was like, nah. And I asked myself, am I ever gonna want to be like a grade school teacher? And I was like, no, I don't really like kids. And I asked myself, like, do I really care that much what other people think? And I was like, well, now I gotta do it because the only reason I'm hesitating is because I care what other people think. And so I was like, fuck it, I gotta do it. And the deal breaker was like I had a bad tooth,
Okay.
and my job insurance, they don't dental insurance sucks ass. It's like the worst kind of insurance. They don't cover that kind of shit. And my job, like I said, $1,000 a month, just going into debt every month. So
can't afford it.
Yeah, no, it was literally $500 to fix this tooth. And so I go and dance my first night. I told you I made 400.
Right.
And I was like, well, shit, I just took care of that in one night. And like this thing, like you're struggling, like people don't really understand poverty. Like you're struggling. Like you're working double time. You're not just working like full time. You're working double time and you're still going into debt. Like that is the worst thing for your mental health. That is just like, that is horrific. That is like, you start to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I here? What is like, how long am I going to do this? Am I ever going to be happy? And then I went to stripping and I was like, I just worked 4 hours and I made $400. Like I just about cried.
Life changing.
Life changing.
Fuck that other job.
Changing. Oh my God. Fuck that other job. I mean, I stayed there a little bit longer. I didn't want to like leave them in the lurch because I like the clients. But yeah, I quit.
404 hours. Yeah, you could get used to that shit real quick.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's way better.
Wow, life-changing moment. So stripping could change your life.
Yeah, for the better.
For the fucking better. More powers to motherfucking strippers, okay? All you people out there, okay, against stripping because you think it's gonna ruin somebody's lives or ruin the community or it's bad for kids and role model and all of that. But look on the bright side. People are making way more money. That attributes to living a better life.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can relocate to a better apartment. You can drive a better vehicle.
Yeah,
And you can make more money in less time.
yeah,
Those are the cons.
yeah. It's all quality of life, baby. I mean, like, it is literally empowering women because you put money in a woman's hand, they do good things with it. I mean, we're the caretakers in this society. You give money to women and it goes to good things. It goes to their kids. It goes to just really good fucking causes.
Absolutely. And we love strippers. We're going to support strippers. Okay? More power to you guys. You got to look on the brighter side. Okay? At least they're not doing drugs.
Well, some of them are, but that's beside the point.
You know, beside the point. Well,
Hey,
some of them are doing
real, man. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Some of them are doing motherfucking drugs, but on the other side, a lot of people are focused. We can't
look at it this way. At least they're not stealing to do drugs. Okay, they're making an honest living to support their habit. Okay.
Right. So, what would change your mind?
About
stripping
to make me think that it's like horrible and like the devil's own work. Is that what you're saying?
Say fuck stripping. I ain't doing it no more. I'm gonna go find something else to do. What would change your mind?
Like personally not doing it anymore? I mean, probably just getting lazy. Like, I mean, honestly, like that's kind of the point I'm at right now. I'm like, it's actually difficult to pole dance. Like, you gotta like pull yourself up there by your arms. Like how many people out there? Yeah, how many people out there can do a pull up? Be honest. Can you do a single pull up? No? Okay, go to a strip club, watch those girls on that vertical pole just like hauling their ass up there and looking pretty while doing it, not even breaking a sweat. That's what you have to do in order to make that money.
That's skills right there. That's a lot of skills to pay the motherfucking bills right there.
Yeah.
Okay? That shit is not easy work.
That is some upper body strength right there.
That's some Olympic motherfucking skills. Okay?
Oh my God, right?
Olympic shit.
I wish they had stripping in the Olympics. I would so watch that.
You'd probably be a part of that shit.
Man, there's some good strippers out there. You think so, but
Get
I
a
appreciate the
motherfucking
compliment.
Get a motherfucking gold medal for stripping.
I appreciate the compliment, but have you ever watched like those competitive, like there's actual pole dancing competitions now?
No.
They're on YouTube. Like the top winners are on YouTube, and you should see the shit these chicks do. Oh my God. Like there's one girl, she like ran straight up the pole and she held herself by just her feet. She had one foot on the bottom and then the other foot was like around the pole holding her, and she was straight out like a flag.
No way.
I'm dead
That's
serious.
Some fucking leg power.
I'm dead serious. Yeah, no, she's just like
awesome.
Yeah, so I'm saying this should be an Olympic sport. There are girls out there who are probably better athletes than a lot of Olympians because this is like total body. You know, dance is a total body workout. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, it's not even
anytime
it's
soon.
not even like accepted here in the U.S. where we're like kind of progressive, and I don't think like you could like host the Olympics in Saudi Arabia and have like stripping
like
there.
nah. We ain't fucking with that right now. Maybe in another fucking generation, some shit like that. So now you out here, you're in the stripping world, you want to be in the porn world. What else are you adding to that resume?
I mean, I thought about doing the dom thing for a while, being a dominatrix. I thought about that before I started stripping, but I don't know. It just like the dynamics seem so complicated there. Like you gotta really have your regulars. Like being a dominatrix. Like the more I looked into it, I realized you really got to develop long-term relationships with people. And I don't know. I just didn't have the patience for that.
Gotcha.
So I like it at the club where people just come to me and
Right.
like they come and go as they want, and there's no attachments.
It's easier that way.
Yeah.
So you meet a man, you fall in love, he wants to get married, said, but you got to stop all this shit. No fucking porn, no fucking stripping. Your ass belong to me and me only. What you say?
No. That was easy. Was that the only question
Is
there?
that a fuck no?
That's a fuck no. Oh
The
my God.
fuck no.
That ain't happen. That's never happening.
Never happening. Don't fucking try it. Don't ask. Don't inquire. Reject it. Period.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. That's how you feel about it. It's nothing wrong with feeling passionate about what you want to do and how you want to do it, regardless of who the fuck care or who the fuck trying to change your life, which is good because you're in control. Somebody's trying to take that away from you. If that shit makes you happy, why would a matter of fact, somebody want to marry you, they should be trying to marry everything you come with.
That's exactly right. Because here's the thing: if they can't accept that part of me, that tells me that this isn't going to work. Like they're not actually in love with me. They're just in love with some idea in their head, and they want me to fit that for them. And that's honestly what I get paid to do as a stripper. But if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going to do that.
Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck them.
Fuck them. So now, what's the bad thing that you ever experienced during this process of stripping? What's the worst thing?
And nothing. I don't think anything too terribly bad. I mean, there's like some disrespect from customers sometimes, but it's pretty easy to shut them down. I think maybe like sometimes if I have a customer, especially if it's been like a regular for a long time, and then they come out with something that's not good. Like I had this one regular who was very anti-trans person, and I tried to like talk to him about it, and just like like I don't know. I thought I could change his mind, but he was like such a asshole about it. He's just very like he would pretend to be listening and he'd pretend to be thinking about it, then he would go right back to like how these fucking trans people are ruining the nation, and I'm just like, you fucker, you just like mind your own fucking business then. Like don't even try and be hating on other people. So like that's basically what I'm trying to say is like the thing that will come up in the strip club is like there can be normal society hate that seeps into the strip club where you don't want it because you're trying to have this intimate moment, right? You're trying to be there for people and you're trying to provide that stress relief and you're trying to like basically provide a loving atmosphere. And people are bringing hate into the club. And I will say, I know the dancers who are black get that. I know that happens to them. And I wish I knew how to do more to help them because I don't know how how that affects their mental health to have to deal with like people being racist to them and they're trying to get paid. How did they I gotta say, I admire those girls so much. Like those bitches are real. Those bitches are like they are doing the real work. They are doing amazing things for people who don't even fucking appreciate it. And I just yeah. So basically, how to shut down the hate when that happens?
Wow.
I think that's the worst thing.
Wow. Negative energy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because like, you can't work through that. You're trying to, like I said, you're trying to have a loving atmosphere.
Right. Right. Therapeutic. So for a lot of your clients that you have dealt with, how, in your opinion, have you helped them or disappointed them?
Oh, wow, that's another deep one. I think I've helped some people who like were just extremely lonely. Like there's a lot of folks, you get to be like a lot of folks in the strip clubs are older, and like some of them have like been through a divorce. They've been through some major shit in their lives, and like maybe there's some folks too who like, you know, there's like stigma around therapy. They can't even go and talk to somebody because
Right.
they can't, like men especially, they can't admit weakness.
Right.
So they come into the strip club and like they'll say they're just there for like some dances and some you know, they're there for the pussy. But like I sit down and talk for a minute. Like I always this is how I get a customer, right? Like I see some guy at the club, you know, he's looking at the stage, he's like kind of shy, smiling or whatever, but he's not. The men don't approach the girls in the strip club. It's the opposite of how it normally is.
Right.
The girls approach the men. So I
Right.
see a guy like he'll be sitting there, kind of. There's just this look of like mild dejection, like he's been through the ringer in society, and now he's here. So I go up to him, and I just be like, "Hey, I saw you smiling at me over there. What's your name?" And you know, I'm first of all, I embody happiness. I just put on this personality of like, you're here to have a good time, so let's have a good time. And I get him to buy me a drink, and we'll chat for like 30 minutes or so. And I'm like, hey, you want to come in the back? Because I mean, it's a pretty fun time back there. And like little things like touches to the face, kind of stroking someone's shoulder. Like some people are touch starved. You know, you don't get that intimacy in your life if you've like say you've been through like a nasty divorce or something, and you just don't have anyone to go to, and you've just like been by yourself for like 2 years or something. Like people start to get really depressed. Like they can't do that for, like, humans are social animals. You can't do that for long periods of time. So they come into the club and like they found their community, and they found like their dancer, that person who's gonna like lift them up out of this, and you know, make it so they can get through the day and get back to whatever it is they want to do in life.
So now the guy that comes in there from a divorce, from a breakup, and you can tell, and a lot of psychologists, girlfriends, otherwise would say, why don't you go to therapy? My question to you is therapy better or the strip club?
Well, in therapy, they're not allowed to touch you. So I'd say the strip club's better. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's like...
We'll stick to the strip club. We'll stick to that strip club.
I'm going back and forth on this, but yeah, I got to go with strip club out of loyalty. Although, to be honest, I have read, we're talking about different types of sex workers. There are actual sexual therapists. That's a job. Like if somebody has issues with intimacy due to trauma, you can go to somebody who's trained to actually have sex with you and make it not traumatic for you anymore.
Say motherfucking what?
I'm deadly serious. Yeah, it's not a common thing. It's not a very well-known thing, but it does exist.
You could go to somebody to suck your dick, to suck out your problems?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
For a nominal fee?
For a large nominal fee, yes.
More power to the motherfucking community. Hey, we love this shit. We love this shit.
And as far as I'm aware, that shit is legal, by the way. That's above board. You can do that.
Hey, we encourage that shit. So now, what would you say to the girl who's inspired by stripping? What would you say to her, and what would you tell her to look out for?
Oh my God. Well, how old is she, first of all?
She's 15 with hopes.
Okay. Well, definitely finish high school. Like, I'm just saying that you're not getting anywhere in life if you can't even stick out high school. So do that. Because, you know, being a stripper, yeah, you can make a lot of money. And this is what every stripper will tell you. You can make a lot of money, but it's not just like lazy work. You have to work. Like I said, it's physical, it's mental. You can't go to the club and expect people to care about your problems. You're there to care about their problems. That's how you get the money. So if you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like, because I'm willing, you know, I'm gonna deserve to get hundreds of dollars an hour because like I'll just go take my clothes off and like easy life. That's not gonna happen. But if you're the type of person that like you are, you know, you can stick things out. You have that determination and that grit. And you don't necessarily have to be a nice person. Like, you know, some strippers can do like the nice thing, and some strippers can like be a total bitch, and some guys like that. You know, you can bring your real personality, but you definitely have to work hard. That's the thing. I think a lot of folks don't realize. Like, it is hard work. Um, it's worth it though. So worth it. So yeah, keep those hopes up.
So you encourage that shit.
I would, absolutely. But yes, if you can't finish high school, you're not cut out for stripping. I'm sorry. Like, well, I just probably insulted some strippers there. If you are the type of person that you just can't finish anything, you're not cut out for stripping. Like, maybe high school's like
Basic.
Yeah, maybe high school's basic, but damn, like, what's gonna happen though is like in like several years down the road, you're gonna spend your stripping money getting your GED. I guarantee it. So
Stay in school.
yeah, just get it while it's free. Okay, it's a better business decision. There you go.
Smart. How do you stay away from pimps?
I mean, they don't really come in the club. Like, they already got their setup. So, I mean, because, like, I will say, like, I told you there's, like, other forms for actual prostitution, right? And I actually checked this out. And, so, like, I made my profile or whatever, and, like, the first hit I got was from a pimp. And he's, like, trying to set me up, and he's like, oh, you're gonna make so much more money, and, like, I was into it for a second. I was like, okay, like get me some clients. But I was like all ready to go, and he's like, okay, the client's gonna be here, the client's gonna be here, the client's gonna be here, and I'm like, he never fucking showed. And I was like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna, like, you know, self-represent. And then I don't know. I never ended up going further with the prostitution idea because I don't know. It just seemed like too many signs. The universe was telling me like this is a risk. There's, you know, you could go to jail, and I don't have anything morally against prostitution. I think honestly, that would be really what's the word? I'm blanking on the word when you're. It's not. I keep thinking hypochondriac, but it's hypocritical. It would be really hypocritical of me to be against prostitution.
Do your motherfucking thing. That's your life. Just be safe out there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the most important thing. Take precaution. Take care of yourself. Get checked regularly. Go to the doctor. Know your health status. Okay, and try to have safe, protected sex.
Yeah, especially if you're a prostitute.
Especially if you out here sucking dick every single fucking hour of the day. Okay, do your thing, but just protect yourself. Okay.
Yep.
The question I was going to ask is, if you get married, would you want your husband to go to a strip club?
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga.